Okay, guys, now that we've seen how we can write some basic shaders over inside of Render-Monkey, what we need to do is take a look at what's required in getting those shaders into our own applications that we're working on in C++.
Right.
Before we start doing this, we are going to go and grab ourselves the OpenGL extension Wrangler library.
That's right.
Known as GLEW.
And this is a really cool library, and it's open source, and you can get it at glue.sourceforge.net. And what this allows us to do is easily manage extensions. As we mentioned a long time ago, extensions are something that is kind of frequent, that you'll find often in OpenGL.
Right.
And they're a way for us to extend the functionality of OpenGL as technology progresses.
Exactly.
And GLEW helps us handle that really easily. We can easily initialize GLEW and then figure out whether or not the system that this application, your application is being run on, supports
what we want
say,
to do.
OpenGL 2.0,
Precisely.
Vertex shaders, fragment shaders, whatever. So we're going to go ahead and download this. All you need to do is go to this website and go to binaries and download whatever one you need, Windows, Linux, Irix, Solaris, whatever. And we've already downloaded it, so let me go into that folder here. And under GLEW, this is what we download for Win32. Mm-hmm. We simply right-click, and we're going to extract this guy. And just give it a second. And included is the binaries that you're going to need, GLEW32 if you don't link statically, the include files you're going to need, and finally the libraries. One for if you're dynamically linking or statically linking. So before we get started, we need to go over into Visual Studio and get the path set up properly. So let me go over into Visual Studio here.
Now, the code that you're looking at right now is just basically where we left off at the end of the, the reflections video. So nothing new there.
Nothing new.
In case you're wondering why we're looking at code. All right, so let's go ahead and get it set up.
All right, so go to Tools, Options, and you've seen me do this a million times by now. Go to Include Files, and right underneath here, what I need to do is paste in the include directory. So let me go ahead and go back into here and just copy this directory here. Paste that in for the include. Go over to our library files and simply go to the libraries here, copy this, and paste that in there. Done. And now at this point, we can simply come into our application if we want to start using it and simply say include glglue.h.
Okay.
And if you wanted to, like for me, I typically like to link GLEW statically into our application, so you don't require the DLL file, which is kind of a pain sometimes for distribution. So what you can do, by default, it's going to link it dynamically. If you want to link it statically, you simply do a define GLEW static, and now it's going to link it statically. So how do we get this working in our application? Right-click on the project, go to Properties. Under Input, we're going to add in another library for a dependency. This is going to be glue32s.lib, and this is for static. If you wanted to link dynamically, you would simply change the S and get rid of it.
Nice.
So let me go ahead and put that back in here, and let me go ahead and compile that. And it works fine.
Beautiful. And you can see, go ahead and run it real quick.
Yeah.
That it, honest. It's exactly what we said it was earlier.
Right, so we have a little reflection going on here.
Okay, cool.
Awesome.
So that's pretty much going to wrap up this video.
Just a little quickie.
A really quickie to get GLEW set up so that we can start using it. In the next video, we're going to begin coding in the necessary lines required to bring our shaders into our application.
That's right.